This mountain highway's a nightmare, Helen. Nothing but blind curves.
It's getting dark. You should try turning your headlights on.
How far away from Athens now?
About 60 kilometers. And there's no rush. You know, seeing Greece by car has been great and all, but I really prefer a cruise. Carnival has some really low rates going.
No, they always sound cheap, but by the time you add in drinks, excursion, tips, it winds up being a fortune. I'll never forget the bill from the last one.
What I'll never forget is us sunbathing au naturel on the beach, sipping pina coladas.
You know what else I'll never forget? Those couple thousand disgusting strangers. I'm telling you, the ship was one giant petri dish. There's not enough hand sanitizer in the world. Oh, the suits and ties, the gross buffet, screaming kids.
Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad. Besides, there are other cruises, like...
Alaska? No way. Nothing but old people.
But you love old people.
The old farts in my nursing home? Of course I love them. They're a gold mine, Helen.
You shouldn't talk that way about your residents. All right, what about a river cruise? There's the Mississippi.
Or a Viking longship? Are you kidding? You're talking 10 grand there. We don't have the money for that kind of trip.
Then how is it we always have the money to do the things that you want to do? This trip to Greece, for
Hey,
instance.
I've earned this.
Sure you have. But doesn't my volunteering count for something? Shouldn't I get to do what I enjoy?
You're not enjoying this? Seeing the wonders of the ancient world?
What I'm enjoying is having you to myself for 2 whole weeks. But a cruise
We
would
have
just be
retirement to think about. And leaving something for the kids.
We're not retiring for years, and the kids don't need our money. Besides, you can't take it with you.
Yeah, says who? Listen, I don't feel like talking about this right now. I need to concentrate on the road.
Fine. Wait, something just popped up. I've never seen this one before.
What is it?
Hades Underworld Cruises. We're going overboard to bring you the underworld. Experience the time of your afterlife.
What does that mean?
It says here, we can pick from 1 or more of 5 rivers.
I don't believe it. There's a camper in front of us on a 2-lane mountain road. Oh, and now there's a semi coming the other way. Hey, idiot! Move over!
He can't, Jason. There's nothing but a steep drop off to the river.
I'm going around him.
Jason, just slow down and let the semi get past him.
This baby goes 0 to 60 in 10 seconds. I can make it. I don't believe it. He's speeding up.
Jason, just drop back.
The hell I will.
Oh my God! Jason?
Helen, are you okay?
Yeah. Are you?
Well, I'm fine, too. What just happened?
The last thing I remember was headlights coming at us, then nothing.
Where are we?
It's pitch dark. How should I know? I hear water running, though, and it smells like dirt.
Where's the car?
I don't know. Wait. I see something. It's a light. Someone's coming. Maybe they can help us.
Better yet, maybe they can show us the way out of here. Hey! Over here! Oh, no bars down here. Boy, are we glad to see you. I'm Jason. This is my wife, Helen. We were just in a bad accident.
Indeed.
Now, this is going to sound weird, but we seem to have come out of it without a scratch. But our car is probably totaled. We need to call the police and the insurance company, but our phones aren't working. So if you could just show us the way out.
Better sit back down. It seems there's been some kind of misunderstanding. I'm Hermes, and I'm here to show you the way forward. I'm afraid there is no way out.
What do you mean, no way out?
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the crash you were in was a fatal one. Your physical bodies were burned beyond recognition. All that's left of you are, frankly, your souls.
What?
We're dead?
Now take it easy. I'm just the messenger god. You're actually quite fortunate.
How do you figure?
Well, with the complete incineration of your bodies, Karen probably won't have any trouble taking you across in his boat. He's very particular about his passengers. Now, had you had an improper burial, your boat would be making a beeline for the river Casitas, and you'd be walking its banks for all eternity. But that's another story.
What boat?
The one you're in. You're in the same boat, it seems. It's called the Carrion. Isn't that as great? You know, as in the decaying flesh of animals? Karen will be along shortly to ferry you across the Styx in it. You're here on the River Acheron, where the physical world and the underworld intersect.
The guy's name is Karen.
Not Karen, it's Charon. He's the ferryman.
Wait, now I get it. This is what I was telling you about right before the crash. Hades underworld river cruises. This is how you get your customers.
Well, not usually, but I'm on a quota ever since the pandemic. Glad to see our ad is making an impact.
Wait a minute. Wait. This is the underworld? The afterlife?
Yeah.
This is hell? I'll be damned.
For all eternity, it seems.
And you're the cruise director.
Oh, no. That would be Hades. He'll be along soon enough. I'm just here to hand you off to Charon. I hope you brought your fare and just a trifle to spare.
Fair?
Oh, to cross over. You used to have to put a coin under your tongue, but Charon's become somewhat of a germaphobe since the pandemic. We only accept plastic now.
And a trifle to spare.
It's a rather long boat ride. You'll want snacks, headphones, cocktails.
Cocktails?
Oh, yes, like creme de lethe. Made with water from the river Lethe. The river of forgetfulness. Helps you forget your earthly existence.
But I don't want to forget my earthly existence. It's all I have.
Yes. There's that. Anyway, Charon will be along shortly now, any minute now. I texted him.
Well, texted.
Of course, just because we're timeless doesn't mean we're old school.
But I couldn't get any service a minute ago.
HughesNet, worth every penny.
Cerberus, isn't he the three-headed dog from mythology?
That's right. Only he's a she. But don't let him fool you. His bite is worse than his bark. He'll decide your eternal fates.
Fate? I thought we were in the same boat. Don't we share the same fate?
Not necessarily. She'll be the judge of that.
Though we're being judged by a dog?
That's right. Dogs can always sense good and evil. Just think how many fewer divorces there'd be if people only listened to their dogs.
Maybe I should have listened to Mitzi.
Don't be ridiculous.
You got us into this mess, and I'm being ridiculous.
I hear our dynamic duo now.
The light of day has passed. The sky is dim at last. The air so dank, so cool, like an open cesspool. Oh, what's so fine, oh dear.
Enough with the singing already. Oh, so that's the Narcissus.
Wait, excuse me?
I can smell a Narcissus a mile away. How did you get here?
I got run off the road by this jerk. He should have moved over for me. It's not my fault.
Of course.
Difficult narcissist response. Let me just say a couple words about my husband, Fang. Yeah, short and cheap. You was married? Where was I? Be nice. Now, about the narcissist.
He is not a narcissist. He may be a little selfish at times and often lacks empathy for others, probably a little self-absorbed and maybe just a little self-entitled, but other than that, he is a really great guy.
Mm-hmm. Let's send this one straight off to the river. It's not for us to say. Well, he belongs with the worst of the worst.
But I'm not the worst of the worst, am I, Helen?
Well,
Wait. You can't send me there.
Want to bet? I can do whatever I want to you.
Ow! Hey! These are new shoes!
Not anymore.
Move over.
You got some splaining to do. And she don't mean no mansplaining. Your eternal fates are in our hands.
Don't you mean paws?
And on that note, I'll be running along. Say, if you see them, say hello to Old Man River for me.
Wait, what's so funny?
Oh, inside joke. You see, Hades has this invisibility helmet and cloak. Now you see him, and now you don't.
You think we'll see them?
It depends on whether you tell the truth or not.
For instance, you say it wasn't your fault, but according to this video, it looks like you tried to speed around a camper in your sports car and had a head-on with a semi.
You got video. Ha, then you'll notice him speeding up.
Your wife told you to wait, didn't she? But did you?
Hell no, he didn't.
I thought I could make it.
But you didn't, did you?
Obviously not.
Precisely. You were given your wife for a reason.
That lot of good that does me now.
Jason, why don't you just shut up?
But wait. If I show remorse for the things I've done, I'll be shown mercy, right?
Oh, mercy. By Hades, he ain't exactly the forgiving kind. The usual prayers and sacrifices to the gods mean nothing.
Now, punishment. That's another story. Hades never likes to get their hands dirty, but there's this crew of Furies, you see. They know how to make a person truly suffer.
Furies?
Allie, Maggie, and Sissy.
What are they like, the Lennon sisters from the Lawrence Welk show?
Alecto never stops the torment, and Megara knows how to hold a grudge, and Tisiphone makes you pay for what you've done.
But it was an accident.
An accident, you say? Well, that remains to be seen. You left a trail of death and destruction.
Hades, it's Hades.
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you. Listen, this is all just a big misunderstanding. I never wanted to hurt anyone. Helen told me to hurry so that we could get back to Athens in time for a nice romantic dinner.
I never said that.
No use lying, Jason. And those senior homes you run, appalling. You're going straight to Fledgathon, where my girls are going to have a field day with you.
Fledgathon?
For the worst of souls, get this man out of here, and whatever you do, don't let him see his reflection in his sticks. Helen, you're coming with me to the Elysian Fields to live in peace and beauty for all of eternity.
This can't be happening.
Afraid so.
Yeah, but wait. Maybe you and I could make some kind of deal. You've done it before.
If you're thinking about Persephone and me, that didn't work out so well for me.
Still, wasn't half a year with the one you love better than nothing at all?
Well, the other half of the year was, well, pure hell, but I guess it was something. Why should I make a deal to save a worthless, self-centered fool like you?
Helen?
Don't look at me.
I wasn't always like this, was I, Helen? I used to be generous, caring, generous with my time and my money. I used to visit my father in the nursing home every Sunday. Helen and I delivered Meals on Wheels together and ran bingo at the senior center every Wednesday. I even drove one of those senior mobility buses.
That is the Jason I fell in love with.
But then I figured out how to make real money doing those things. I got greedy and everything changed.
I know there is good in him somewhere, and I can't imagine spending eternity without him.
What do you propose?
Send me back to make things right.
I'm afraid that cannot happen. Your physical body was destroyed.
Well, there has to be something. No. Wait, talk to, what's his name? Kronos. Have him reverse time to right before the accident.
Please! This is not some remake of Time Cop. Not gonna happen.
There's got to be something.
Do you really want to spend all eternity with this man? All right, Karen, turn this boat around. I'm sending you both back to the river of woe and pain, where we picked you up. You'll wander its shores for the next 50 years.
Wait, I thought I was going to the Elysian Fields with you. Can't I wait for him there? I wasn't part of his nursing home schemes.
You also benefited by them. You can't have it both ways, honey.
But 50 years?
I can make it for all eternity if you like.
No. 50's good.
Good for who? I almost had it made without you. And what happens after 50 years?
Well, after you had time to think about the mess that you've made of your earthly lives, I'll send your souls back up to the world to be reborn as animals.
What kind of animals?
A pair of oxen.
You're kidding. What?
Well, since you want to be together so badly, you'll be yoked at the neck. So everything that you do will have to have the full consent of the other.
Thank you. Thank you for sparing me an eternity in wherever it was I was supposed to go.
Pleasure-thon, and don't thank me. Thank your wife.
Thank you, Helen.
You sure.
No!
To Acheron and beyond.